Alright, so all the other stuff aside, we got it unboxed, unwrapped, right in the garage. These 3 bolts, 3 matching ones on the other side, basically hold the swing arm on. This being a shaft drive, there's also the 4 bolts typically you see on a V-Star that hold this to the drive or the drive gear. These 2 bolts also hold this plate together. There's 2 on the other side. And then I'm going to move you over here. Hopefully you can see. There's these 2 here, 2 there, 2 on the other sides. We're only worried about this side. We're just going to assemble or disassemble these 2. Take these all off. Take this side of it off. That way we can get to the bolts to get the drive gear off. Take the swing arm off. Mount the swing arm. And then the joys of putting it all back together. Now, as I've already went over, everything's just loose. It needs to be adjusted. You know, all the nuts, all the bolts, everything's loose. It's just kind of finger tight. You know, not even finger tight, but it's enough to get us in the ballpark, and then we'll have to do an alignment. So I'm going to go ahead and get this apart, get the swing arm off, and I'll be back. Just wanted to show this in there real quick. The shaft they include, where it had all that RVT and stuff around it. You can see on this end where it's all gooped up, and you can see in the previous video, or part of this video. Yeah, it was like a real thin bit of oil. Tom told me that this part of it, where the gears and everything are, the spider gears are full of grease. Not seeing it on that shaft though. The only thing I'm seeing really is that oil that I'm assuming is in this drive gear. Just wanted to add that real quick so you guys could see it. And now I can get to these 4 bolts that I was talking about. Get the swing arm off, get it mounted. Hopefully it all goes together nice and easy the way it looks. And over here, I don't know how well this shows up. Yeah, you can see where this thing is. I don't know what's the deal there. We'll take a closer look at that after I get the swing arm mounted and get some more room in here. We'll, clearly see what I'm talking about here. It's like almost a 1/4 inch and then almost flush. We'll take a look at that, and hopefully nothing's wrong with our bearing. But yeah, with it out of there, it turns pretty good. There's some flex right here I just noticed. I don't know. But yeah, we'll check all that out. Right now I'm going to get those 4 bolts out, get the swing arm separated. Now I'll be back. Alright, so we got it all separated. Final gear I found is just held on there by those 4 bolts that we took out and then squeezed all together with the other side here. Yeah, otherwise it's just kind of sitting in there. So being very careful not to move that any more than we need to. Get you shifted over here. Got the swing arm out. You can see right here where they just cut this. This is actually done really good. This looks nice. Whoop, sorry. No idea what they were doing here and here when they cut it. I'm thinking they cut it a little bit long. Started assembling it, ran into some issues, and then had to cut them shorter while it was on. I don't know. There was metal filings and powder. You know, when you grind, everybody knows how to use a wheel grinder. Metal fibers all over everything. It was shipped to me. If I didn't get that in my other video, I'll throw some pictures up that you can see. I'll throw them in there. Actually, I think you can still see them on there. Kind of actually wiped stuff down a little bit since then. I was trying to get rid of, I mean, I couldn't touch it without, I was afraid I was going to get metal slivers. It was covered in them. But yeah, got it all separated. Now we're going to go ahead and get the swing arm here mounted up. Run our brake line. They were nice enough to include a brake line, a steel braided one. I didn't know they were going to include that. I'm glad I didn't go and buy one. So that works out good. It's got the 4-piston Willwood brake system on it. Huge braking system on there. It's like almost a 1/2 inch thick with those 4 pistons. I'll show you that all later as we get to it. Right now, we got to get that floor jack out of there. I put that under there because I planned on it sitting for 2 weeks, and when we hit, you know, going on 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, I put that under there just to precaution so nothing, you know, moved or tilted or fell. So now I got to get that out, get the swing arm in, and as we're messing with the swing arm, if I can get some of this stuff out of the way, as you can see, I got quite a bit going on, and it's a very small garage. It's actually not a small garage, it's a garage and a half. Damn thing's full. Anyway, if I get where I can have room to work and have the camera running, I'll show you mounting this. Otherwise, I'll just show you once I get it mounted up, and then we'll move on from there. Oh, that was fun. Got the brake line fed back up through here. Got the bottom shock mount mounted. So now we can just kind of lift it up into place. Put the big bolt through the main. Part of this comes through here, through there. Yeah, it's a lot of fun in a small place. Up. Get the bolt all the way in, nice and snug and tight. That right there is actually the end of the sway bar. And then it goes through there, through the main part of the bike, and over here, and then into the housing for the drive shaft. And then you got the 2 bars that go to the shock mount. And that is everything that holds that sway bar to the bike. Alrighty then. So as you can see, it's mounted. Now we need to put this together. I'll get it up there in position, and then we'll go from there.